What is the purpose of life? Would you say it's the pursuit of happiness? This question has been the cornerstone of countless philosophical debates, and yet we find ourselves returning to it time and again. In the book, The Art of Happiness, His Holiness the Dalai Lama explores this very concept, suggesting that indeed, the purpose of life is the pursuit of happiness. Now this might sound rather simplistic. After all, aren't there more complex, more profound meanings to life? But what if I told you that it's in this simplicity that we truly find complexity? That's what the Dalai Lama proposes in his book. He suggests that happiness isn't a destination but a journey. It's not a trophy to be won, but a path to be walked. Through a series of conversations, the Dalai Lama shares his wisdom and insights on how we can transform our attitudes and perspectives to seek happiness. He emphasizes that happiness is not a materialistic conquest. Instead, it is rooted in our inner world, in our thoughts, our attitudes, and our perceptions. The Dalai Lama's approach to happiness is unique. He doesn't advocate for a life free of suffering or challenges. Instead, he encourages us to change our perspective towards these challenges, to see them not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones towards personal growth and self-realization. He suggests that we should cultivate an attitude of compassion, not just for others, but also for ourselves. By doing so, we become more accepting, more forgiving, and ultimately happier. In his words, if you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. The Dalai Lama also emphasizes the importance of mindfulness and meditation in our pursuit of happiness. By being present in the moment, by being aware of our thoughts and emotions, we can better understand ourselves and find inner peace. In essence, the art of happiness is a guide to inner transformation. It's a journey towards understanding ourselves better, towards changing our attitudes and perspectives, and ultimately towards finding happiness. The Dalai Lama offers a different perspective, a spiritual path to happiness. What if the obstacles in our path could actually lead us to happiness? Now, that's a thought-provoking question, isn't it? We often perceive obstacles as hindrances that block our path, causing us distress, frustration, and unhappiness. But what if we could change our perspective? What if we could view these challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth and development? This is precisely the viewpoint that the Dalai Lama offers in his book, The Art of Happiness. He suggests that we can harness the power of our minds to transform the way we view our problems. Instead of seeing obstacles as impediments, he encourages us to see them as opportunities for personal growth and spiritual development. The Dalai Lama believes that our reaction to obstacles is a reflection of our mental state. If we approach them with a negative mindset, they will undoubtedly bring us down. However, if we face them with a positive attitude, they can serve as catalysts for personal growth and self-improvement. He emphasizes the importance of compassion and understanding in overcoming obstacles. Compassion allows us to empathize with others, to understand their struggles and hardships. It enables us to see the world from their perspective, which can often give us a fresh viewpoint on our own obstacles. Understanding, on the other hand, helps us to comprehend the nature of our problems. It encourages us to delve deeper into the issue, to explore its roots and causes. Only by truly understanding our obstacles can we devise effective strategies to overcome them. The Dalai Lama's teachings remind us that the path to happiness is not always smooth and straight. It's often filled with twists and turns, ups and downs, obstacles and challenges. But instead of letting these obstacles deter us, we should embrace them, learn from them, and use them as stepping stones towards our ultimate goal, happiness. So the next time you face an obstacle in your life, remember the Dalai Lama's words. Don't let it discourage you. Instead, use it as an opportunity for personal growth and spiritual development. Remember, obstacles can be stepping stones on the path to happiness. Did you know that compassion and empathy can be your keys to happiness? In the profound wisdom of Dalai Lama, as explored in the book The Art of Happiness, lies the idea that compassion and empathy are not just emotions, but a path to achieving true happiness. He teaches us that these emotions, when shared with others, create a bond of understanding that transcends the superficial differences among us. Compassion, the feeling of deep sympathy and sorrow for another who is stricken by misfortune, is a profound human emotion. It is an emotion that allows us to connect with others on a deeper level. By extending our compassion to others, we are not only offering solace, but we are also enriching our own lives. Through this enrichment, we invite happiness into our lives. Empathy, on the other hand, is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another. It's like walking a mile in someone else's shoes. When we empathize, we bridge the gap of understanding, and in doing so, we cultivate a sense of unity and togetherness. We transcend our individual selves and become part of a collective. This connection brings us joy, and joy, as we know, is a vital component of happiness. The Dalai Lama encourages us to imbibe these virtues, not just for the sake of being virtuous, but because they can lead us to a state of enduring happiness. Compassion and empathy, therefore, are not just virtues but tools for happiness. So, what are the key takeaways from the Dalai Lama's Art of Happiness? Firstly, the pursuit of happiness. It's not a destination but a journey. The Dalai Lama suggests that happiness is not something to be chased, but rather it is a state of being that we must cultivate within ourselves. It's about finding contentment in the present moment and recognizing the joy in our everyday lives. Next, overcoming obstacles. Life is full of challenges, but it's how we face these obstacles that truly defines us. The Dalai Lama encourages us to view these hurdles not as setbacks, but as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. Remember, it's through adversity that we develop resilience and strength. And finally, the role of compassion and empathy. These are not just lofty ideals but practical tools for fostering happiness. By practicing compassion, we create a sense of connectedness with others, breaking down barriers of isolation and loneliness. Empathy allows us to understand and share the feelings of others, fostering mutual respect and kindness. In essence, the art of happiness is about cultivating a positive mindset, embracing challenges with courage, and fostering a deep sense of compassion and empathy. It's about realizing that happiness is not something external, but an inner state that we can nurture and grow. Remember, happiness is not just a state of mind, but an art that can be mastered with practice and understanding.